people. This is Sacred and Her Divine Grace from the Angelic Temple. This evening we'll be sharing a story with you. This story takes place within the first 24 hours after I left her father's house. The day I walked away or left her father's house, 2 messengers came within that first 24 hours. I walked away from one book, and the universe sent 2 scribes to greet me at the gates of the new. John, the beloved, he met me at the laundromat. It was like Spirit was calling out and saying, "May I help you carry the weight of what you just released?" Then Mark, the messenger, while he came first, he spoke about generational wealth. We spoke about generational wealth. We spoke about life planning. We spoke about a project that I'm working on for babies and families. While Mark represents action, John represents love. John also represents the mystic's path, and Mark represents the servant's path. John is the energy of new beginnings. For it is John who said, "In the beginning was the Word." Do you remember that? And what is that? That's creation. He is the love that holds us when we decide to choose ourselves. Mark is also associated with Mars, or the god of war. But this fire at this time, this fire is saying, "Let me move with purpose." And Mark is the one who brings divine instruction into tangible form. And together they are love and action, word and deed, mystic and messenger. And now together, as if Mars and Capricorn are doing a dance with John and Mark, they've all come together to make their marks at this time, not to make us afraid, but to fortify the temple. And that's what I really, really want people to get, because there's been a lot of fear-mongering. I've been observing it. I've been hearing it going around and around and around like a merry-go-round. And it's very important that we know that we are not in the age of punishment. We cannot allow these things to make us afraid. We're in the age of purification. Saturn isn't trying to crush us. Saturn wants us to remember who we are. Capricorn is not trying to beat us over the head into perfection. It wants us to have and hold our sacred structures so that we can hold on and maintain a firm foundation of being light-hearted, our divine nature. This is the time of our hearts being opened and us walking in softness with each other and love. Mars has been continuously utilized and boxed in as just the god of war. But Mars isn't calling us to war. Mars is calling us to courage. Mars doesn't want to just burn and destroy. Mars is the passion that awakens us. Mars is asking us, What truth have you been afraid to speak? What path have you delayed walking? Mars is not here to demand with aggression, but it's inviting us into authentic action, not reaction, not this chaotic war, battles, but sacred, steady, sovereign strength to stand in our knowing, to speak what our souls whisper, especially when our soul is whispering, now is the time. This isn't the season of fear. It's the season of fortified fire and power. And that fire is not outside of us. It's not outside of us. It's inside of us. And it's ready. Saturn is our wise elder. And Saturn isn't coming to limit us or say, oh, you bad kids, you still don't get it. Saturn has come to fortify us. Saturn isn't here to put restrictions on us. You can't do this, you can do that. Oh, you messed up all these lifetimes and I gotta get you straight. Saturn is here to create sacred circles of alignment for us, not cages, but foundations. Saturn's energy brings structure to our seeking, turning our fleeting, mystical moments into sustainable spiritual architecture. Saturn is whispering to us, do you want ecstasy that fades? Or do you want embodiment that endures? Please, please allow this to marinate, okay? It's not about microwaving these things anymore. It's not about instant, quick gratifications anymore. I'm keeping this PG, okay? Because this transit is going to be here for the next 3 years. So we're going to be having some conversations about this. But it's not anymore about instant gratification. Saturn is saying, look, create something that will endure and that will last. Saturn is the one who will help us build the temples where wisdom can live, not just pass through. How many people have you known that have had these brilliant moments, these aha moments where they're like, oh my goodness, yes, I got it. And then the moment is gone. And they're going back into their mundane world. Now is the time when our temples are being restored. And I'm so excited about this time. I see our temples being erected. And I'm excited about it. And they're here to help us to get it right this time. Saturn is going to help us with the discipline of our devotion and our devotional services, where our duty is infused with divinity. And when this happens, it's like a flow. It flows with ease and grace. And it's not like you're getting spanked. Saturn is not here to punish. Again, I cannot re-emphasize this enough. Saturn is here to assist us in prospering forward. He's the wise, gentle, loving Father. And He's doing this so that we can fully live in our purpose, because it's been knocking. Our purpose has been knocking. And you will know, we'll all know, that our houses will be fortified and they will not fail. They will not fall. Our houses, which is not just our physical home, it is also the house that represents our entire bloodline, our entire legacy. It will continue to rise, okay? This is what Saturn is here to do, to solidify our houses. It's your divine legacy that will continue living on. And your divine legacy is safe. And love is carrying us the rest of the way. While we're in this placement with Mars and Capricorn, this wealth that we're bringing in, this wealth that's being transferred, it's going to sustain itself and be passed on. This is mark and motion. John and presence. Mars and purpose. And this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning of the first 24 hours after we left her father's house, moved away from war, and chose peace.